Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on a Friday, and yes, once again, it is a Friday. Every Friday becomes a Friday. Did everybody enjoy the Hump Day drop on Wednesday? It was pretty good, coming out of that Sunday one that I talked about. Yeah, podcast didn't go too well. Hopefully this Sunday is better. It was about connectivity, but at least we didn't get cut off. So, anyway, a lot going on. I do hope. Oh, remember the surprise drop too. So, hope people like that. The weather is finally becoming fantastic this weekend. Still a little cool for boat activity and pool activity, but a welcome surprise to see some sunshine coming out. I mean, when the sun came out, it was like I felt like I was coming out of a cave. Anyway, in Florida, this sting operation resulted in 249 illegals picked up off the highways, arrested, and sent over to ICE. During the Biden administration, do you know there were like 1 million people, illegals, that came in, and by just saying that they were going to Florida, they were released to go to Florida to plague the state with all sorts of crime. And yeah, well, sure, they're not all hardened criminals, but it's a crime, a federal crime, to come across into the United States illegally. And then meanwhile, just the other day, some drunken illegal goes the wrong way down a highway and kills 4 teenagers, head-on collision. 4 teenagers, like 18, 19 years old, 2 girls and 2 boys. That's the kind of thing we're dealing with. More to come. And then they have these, they call these other ones ghosts. Who knows how many of these guys are? Ghosts are ones that have had no interaction with the law whatsoever, and they're just out there living. Who knows what the hell they're doing? Probably voting. So, and then Charlemagne the God. See, some of this is funny because sometimes these guys get a little worked up, especially when their own party screws them. Okay, so Jill Biden comes out in a CBS interview this week, and she says, "When I was watching the debate, I thought, oh my God, what's happening? I think he's having a stroke." She thought he was having a stroke, yet continued to push that he was perfectly capable of proceeding on and becoming the president of the United States for a second term. So that pissed off Charlemagne the God, because he's like, how dare you come out this late and tell us what our own eyes saw that everybody hid, is that he was in deteriorating health, mental capacity, crazy. They'll never live that down. They'll never live that down. Meanwhile, this thing with Iran, I don't even know what to say about Iran anymore. We keep hearing President Trump, we're coming close to a deal, we're going to get a deal. And Iran comes right back out and basically says the opposite. They said, we're not giving up our nukes, we're not giving up the control of the Strait of Hormuz. So I don't know where we find common ground here. They just keep saying the opposite. But we must have the Strait of Hormuz clear. Again, that's international waters, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, every country should be on board in making sure that this is open. And then nukes, yeah, they should not have a nuke, because we know they're crazy. So we were told by the Ayatollah Khomeini that there is no safe haven for us over in the Middle East while we deploy the Chinook. The Chinook, the CH-47, is the fastest, heavy lift helicopter in the fleet, and it's being put into use. And I know a little bit about the Chinook. I've been in the Chinook. I even jumped once out of the Chinook on a parachute, and I've done many sling load operations that involve Chinooks. If you're with the 101st, or you understand the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault in Fort Campbell, then you know sling load operations is their priority. All supplies, fuel, food, everything comes via sling load. So I could talk for a while on that. When I was lieutenant, I was a supply platoon leader right in the 101st Airborne Division. And while there, we provide supplies to the infantry. Rockasons. Some people know about the Rockasons. Yeah, we provided that. And you go up there and you hook up underneath a Chinook or a Black Hawk, and they carry off pallets of MREs, meals ready to eat, and other fuel and things like that. Fuel, water, you name it. You name it. Very impressive stuff. Can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you don't use that static line on a Chinook. When you approach a Chinook with those rotors going, folks, you can practically lean at a 45-degree angle when you're approaching because of the wind. So it's something. It's a sight to behold. Meanwhile, calming down, Trey Stewart, a Maine Republican, is letting them know up there, Democrats, we would advise you that it's a mistake to put your backing to back this fella named Graham Platner, who is an absolute racist and hates America. And yes, I can call him a racist because he has a Nazi tattoo. All right, you have a Nazi tattoo on your body, and then he tried to cover it up and all that. Then he, as you know, recently he's been slamming our own veterans, wishing that they would have died in combat. Unbelievable. How do you even run for office when you're so anti-American? This guy, Susan Collins, is going to stomp his ass, hopefully. And yes, I know Susan Collins isn't always a guaranteed vote for us, but guess what? We still need her. We need her. She's a Republican, and she's largely on the right side. So let's do that. The I. Well, speaking of that, midterms, folks, I got to plug this again. The midterms are coming up. The midterms are coming up. Get the word out across all these states. Vote, folks. These are some of the most important elections ever coming up. And if we want to maintain control of the House and the Senate, you got to get out and vote. Get the word out. If we become lackadaisical and lose it, well, we get what we get, folks. Remember the red wave. Remember the talk about the red wave during the midterms of President Trump's first term. And you remember we were way too confident, and it became a freaking disaster. So get out and vote. Meanwhile, the I, be sure you subscribe right here. And then go out and subscribe to the I. Incognito the I say it all the time. Just type it in, Incognito the I. Somebody said the other day that the I somehow sounds a lot like me, but I don't think I speak even remotely close to how the I does. So I don't know. But anyway, he put out a new series. Yesterday was the first episode. It was a UFO series, and I'm pretty sure there will be one on Saturday. So, with that, I will say these words, because as you know, today is a very special day, because today, yours truly celebrates his very own birthday, right here today, May 29th. So if you would like to sing me happy birthday wishes, by all means do so. And with that, we are going to leave Operation Q-Tip where it stands. Psych. Operation Q-Tip hereby moves to Operation Q-Tip 9.0, effective immediately. You know what I know it to make people who know it. Screw James Whitey Bulger. Bye-bye. That's a game face.